Hello everyone, welcome to Madrid Pulse. You got the source of the latest news, events, and everything happens in the heart of Spain. Real Madrid strike again in the transfer market, officially landing one of the brightest young stars in world football. Franco Mastantuono from River Plate. The 17-year-old Argentine joins the future of Los Blancos in a record-breaking deal that has stunned all of South America. Stay tuned as we break down all the details, the transfer fee, his contract, and what this means for Real Madrid's future dynasty. Let's get into it. Real Madrid continue to dominate the transfer market with yet another blockbuster signing, as they officially confirm the arrival of one of the brightest young talents in world football, Franco Mastantuono. The 17-year-old Argentine sensation will be joining Los Blancos from River Plate in what is being described as a historic deal, not only for Real Madrid, but also for Argentine football as a whole. This transfer, which had been in the works for several months, was finally made official a short while ago. Franco Mastantuono, who is currently representing River Plate at the FIFA Club World Cup, will make the switch to Spain once his commitments with his current club come to an end. It's yet another signal that Real Madrid remain fully committed to building a squad that not only competes for today's trophies, but is also carefully assembled for long-term dominance. While Real Madrid have chosen not to officially disclose the financial details of the transaction, River Plate themselves have issued a comprehensive statement that sheds light on how monumental this deal truly is. According to River Plate's announcement, the total cost of Mastantuono's transfer amounts to a staggering 63.2 million euros, making it the most expensive transfer in the entire history of Argentine football. This surpasses previous records and once again shows Real Madrid's financial muscle and commitment to bringing the best young talents to the Santiago Bernabeu. Breaking down the fee gives us an even clearer picture of how the operation was structured. Out of the total 63.2 million euros, a sum of 45 million euros will go directly to River Plate. This figure corresponds to Mastantuono's release clause, which Real Madrid have triggered to secure his services. In addition to this, 11.8 million euros will be paid in Spanish taxes, reflecting the complexities of international transfers, especially when dealing with such large sums of money. The Association of Football Players will receive 1.4 million euros, while 0.9 million euros will go to AFA structural funds, ensuring that Argentine football as a whole benefits from the move. Furthermore, 3.6 million euros will be paid under Decree 510/2023, which governs certain financial obligations in Argentina. Finally, 500,000 euros will cover various other fees associated with the operation. When you put all these numbers together, it becomes clear that Real Madrid have not only secured an elite young talent, but have done so by completing one of the most complex and financially significant deals in recent memory. For River Plate, this sale will be remembered as one of the most lucrative in their history. For Real Madrid, it represents yet another masterstroke in their ongoing strategy of signing the world's most promising youngsters early in their careers. Franco Mastantuono's contract with Real Madrid is equally impressive. The Argentine wonder kid has signed a 6-year deal that will keep him at the club until 2031. His net salary is expected to be around 3.5 million euros per year, which, for a 17-year-old, highlights just how highly the club rates him and how significant a role they envision for him in the future. Moreover, as has become common with Real Madrid's most valuable assets, Mastantuono's contract includes an extraordinary €1 billion release clause. This staggering figure sends a clear message to the rest of Europe's elite clubs that Mastantuono is firmly off the market. It's important to recognize what this signing means for Real Madrid's long-term project. Under the leadership of Florentino Perez, the club has consistently demonstrated an ability to spot generational talents before they fully explode onto the global scene. Mastantuono joins a growing list of young stars brought to the Bernabeu in recent years, following in the footsteps of players like Vinicius Jr., Rodrigo Goes, Eduardo Camavinga, Aurelien Tchouameni, Arda Güler, Endrick, and of course the marquee signing of Kylian Mbappé. Real Madrid are not only competing for titles but are also building a dynasty that could dominate European football for the next decade. Mastantuono's playing style has already drawn comparisons to some of the greats. A gifted left-footed midfielder, he possesses exceptional vision, technical ability, and composure well beyond his years. His dribbling, passing range, and football IQ have earned him widespread praise, with many believing he has the potential to develop into one of the best midfielders of his generation. His versatility allows him to operate in various midfield roles, which will give Real Madrid's coaching staff plenty of tactical flexibility in the seasons ahead. For Madridistas around the world, the excitement is understandable. Watching young talents grow and flourish in the white shirt of Real Madrid has become one of the most thrilling aspects of supporting this great club. The arrival of Mastantuono only adds to that excitement, as fans eagerly await his debut and hope to witness the beginning of another legendary career at the Santiago Bernabeu. As the summer transfer window progresses, Real Madrid are making it clear that they are not done yet. The project is alive, ambitious, and aimed at maintaining the club's place at the very summit of world football. Franco Mastantuono's signing is not just about today, it's about the future, and the future looks incredibly bright. Franco Mastantuono. Remember the name because you're going to be hearing it a lot over the next decade. At just 16 years old, Mastantuono has already been making waves in Argentina with River Plate. And now, he's set to become the latest young prodigy to wear the iconic white of Real Madrid. The fact that he has completed his medical examinations is a massive step forward and signals that we're very close to an official announcement from the club. Let's take a moment to appreciate what Real Madrid is doing here. But before continue, make sure you have already subscribed for getting more Real Madrid updates. Once again, the club is proving its absolute mastery in identifying and securing young, world-class talent. This is the strategy that has worked to perfection in recent years. We've seen it with Vinicius Jr., Rodrigo Goes, Endrick, Arda Güler, and now Mastantuono. Florentino Perez and the Real Madrid board are building a team for the future, and it's looking absolutely frightening for the rest of Europe. Now, medical tests are a crucial stage in any transfer, especially for someone as young as Mastantuono. Real Madrid's medical team conducted a full checkup to ensure he's physically fit, with no hidden injuries or potential long-term risks. And reports confirm everything went smoothly. Mastantuono passed with flying colors. That means we're one big step closer to seeing him officially sign on the dotted line, with a contract reportedly set to run until June 2031. But what makes Mastantuono so special? Why is the entire football world watching this teenager so closely? Well, let's dive a little bit into his profile. Mastantuono is a left-footed midfielder who can operate in multiple roles across the center of the pitch. Whether as a central playmaker, advanced midfielder, or even slightly wider, he shows remarkable vision, an incredible passing range, and the kind of composure on the ball you rarely see in players this young. What stands out most is his football intelligence. His reading of the game, decision-making, and positioning are at a level far beyond his years. He's already competing against seasoned professionals in the Argentine Primera Division and looking extremely comfortable. And let's not forget, River Plate is no ordinary starting point. It's a club that has produced world-class talent for decades. To stand out there as a teenager speaks volumes about Mastantuono's abilities and potential. Now, when we look at Real Madrid's current midfield, the excitement grows even more. With the legendary Toni Kroos officially retired and Luka Modric entering his final seasons, the club has already begun constructing a new midfield dynasty. Camavinga, Tchouaméni, Valverde, Bellingham, Arda Güler, and now Mastantuono. We are witnessing the creation of a midfield that could dominate world football for the next decade. It's not just about signing young players. It's about building a balanced team that can grow together, learn from the veterans, and carry Real Madrid's legacy forward. And Franco Mastantuono fits that plan perfectly. Of course, moving from Argentina to Spain is a huge step, not only on the pitch but off it as well. Cultural differences, language, new expectations, these are all challenges. But Real Madrid has become a master of easing these transitions. Look at how Vinicius, Rodrigo, and even Fede Valverde adapted under the club's guidance. Mastantuono will have a strong support system, experienced coaches, mentors, and South American teammates who can help him settle into life at the Bernabeu. And let's be honest, there is no better place on earth for a young player to grow than Real Madrid. The facilities, the training, the exposure to Champions League football, playing under the brightest lights, in front of 80,000 passionate Madridistas. It shapes character, confidence, and quality. Of course, it's important for all of us as Madrid fans to be patient. He's only 16. The club won't throw him directly into the fire. Expect Real Madrid to carefully manage his development, maybe even loan him back to River Plate for more first-team experience before making the full move to Madrid. But make no mistake, this is not just another young signing. Franco Mastantuono has the potential to be the next superstar to emerge at the Bernabeu. Completing his medical test is the first major hurdle cleared. Now all eyes turn toward the official unveiling, which we expect to happen very soon. Real Madrid continues to show the world why it's not only the biggest club in history, but also the smartest in planning for its future. Franco Mastantuono's journey with Los Blancos is just beginning. And trust me, Madridistas, it's going to be special. If you enjoyed this update, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Madrid Pulse, and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment of Real Madrid action. Drop your thoughts in the comments. How excited are you about Mastantuono? Could he become the next Bernabeu superstar? Let's talk about it. Real Madrid's technical staff, faced with an increasingly packed and demanding calendar, have taken bold steps to ensure that Mastantuono can join their squad immediately for the Club World Cup. With June 10th fast approaching, the deadline for registering new signings before the market pauses until early July, the club has moved efficiently to finalize the transfer. One of the most complex issues was Mastantuono's age. Since he does not turn 18 until August, FIFA regulations around international transfers of minors initially cast doubt on whether a move this summer would be feasible. However, Real Madrid's legal and administrative departments submitted a number of inquiries to FIFA and explored various precedents. Ultimately, they found a pathway for the Argentine midfielder to switch confederations without violating any restrictions, thanks in large part to his holding a European passport, following the precedent of other Argentine players with Italian or French nationality who have made similar moves. This administrative solution means that Mastantuono will be registered in time for Real Madrid's participation in the Club World Cup, where FIFA allows each team to register 2 new players starting July 3rd for the final stages of the tournament. Not only will the young Argentine be registered, but he is also expected to feature prominently, given the club's current needs in midfield and the belief in his potential. Real Madrid sees this opportunity not merely as a short-term fix, but as an investment in the player's development, giving him crucial international exposure and time with the first-team squad ahead of a demanding 6-year spell outlined in the transfer agreement. At Valdebebas, the excitement around Mastantuono's arrival is palpable. The coaching and scouting departments are aligned in the belief that bringing him in now will ease his transition into European football. The environment at the Club World Cup, a highly competitive but controlled setting, is seen as an ideal proving ground for the player. Training alongside some of the best players in the world and competing on a global stage will give him a head start in adapting to the pace, tactics, and physicality of elite football. Behind the scenes, the deal was wrapped up quickly once Real Madrid got the green light from FIFA. Juni Calafat, the architect of so many of Madrid's South American signings, played a central role, traveling to Buenos Aires to secure the player's commitment. His presence and negotiation skills were crucial in overcoming last-minute competition from Paris Saint-Germain, who were also eager to sign Mastantuono. However, the player had his heart set on Madrid, influenced by the club's vision for his development and the prestige of wearing the iconic white shirt. The transfer fee stands at $45 million, structured to be paid in 3 installments. River Plate, well aware of the caliber of player they are parting with, negotiated strongly but ultimately respected the player's wish. For the Argentine club, the move also reinforces its reputation as a fertile ground for elite talent, while ensuring a significant financial return. The medical examination is the final formality before the player's registration is completed, and it is scheduled to take place shortly. While the paperwork is being finalized, Mastantuono continues training with the Argentine national team, where he recently made his senior debut in a friendly against Chile. That appearance only heightened Real Madrid's confidence in his maturity and readiness for the next step. Sources close to the club describe him as focused, grounded, and eager to learn, traits that will serve him well under the guidance of Carlo Ancelotti and the mentorship of veterans like Luka Modric and Toni Kroos, even if their time at the club is winding down. Madrid's decision to bring him in early is not just about plugging gaps, it's part of a broader strategy. With the likes of Arda Güler and Endrick forming part of the new wave, Mastantuono is seen as another key piece in a project that balances long-term planning with immediate competitiveness. His technical skill, vision, and positional intelligence align well with the club's style of play and tactical evolution. While there may be a period of adaptation, expectations are high that he will make an impact sooner rather than later. In summary, Real Madrid has acted decisively to secure the early arrival of one of South America's most promising young talents. The legal and logistical hurdles have been cleared, the transfer has been agreed upon, and barring any unforeseen complications, Franco Mastantuono will be donning the white of Real Madrid at the Club World Cup. It marks the beginning of a new chapter for the player, and another example of Madrid's proactive approach in building the future while remaining firmly focused on present success.